Hello everyone and welcome to a new lesson with Miss Rafa. Today we're going to complete with Unit 12, Geniuses. We're going to focus on the activity book. So, open to page 71 and let's get started together. Let's start with the reading. Vocabulary. Mathematicians. 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 Branches. 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 Arithmetic. 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 Algebra. 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 Authority. 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 Comprehensible. 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 Numerals. 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 Fractions. 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 Decimal system. Decimal system. Decimal system. Sexagesimal system. Sexagesimal system. Sexagesimal system. Concise. 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 Differentiate. 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 Scholar. 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 Astronomer. 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 Analytical. 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 Solutions. 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 Linear. 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 Quadratic equation. Quadratic equations. Quadratic equations. Algebraic. 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 Geometric. 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 Now let's start with the text. Mathematical geniuses. In ancient times, Arab mathematicians led the world in their subject. This article looks at the origins of two branches of mathematics, arithmetic and algebra. Arithmetic. Musa al-Khwarizmi from Khwarizm, who lived from 780 to 850 CE, was one of the world's greatest mathematicians. He wrote the earliest Islamic works on arithmetic and algebra, which were the main authority on the subject for many years. He made the Greek and Hindu mathematical knowledge comprehensible to people of his time, and supported the use of Hindu numerals. He is particularly famous for being the author of the oldest Arabic work on arithmetic, known as Kitab al-Jam' wa-Tafriq. Another mathematician, An-Nasawi, wrote Al-Mughni fi al-Hisab al-Hindi, in which he explained fractions and other complex ideas in a modern way. He also introduced the decimal system in place of the sexagesimal system, which was based on the number 60 rather than the number 10. A third scholar, Nasiruddin Tusi, wrote many valuable books including Al-Mutawassit, a concise explanation of arithmetic in Arabic and Persian. Arabic numerals were the greatest contribution made by Arab thinkers to mathematics. The most important of these numerals was zero, which was used in the Arab world at least 250 years before it was known in the West. Before the invention of zero, it was necessary to arrange all figures in columns, to differentiate between tens, hundreds, thousands, etc. Algebra. The word algebra comes from the Arabic al-Jabr. Al-Khwarizmi was the author of Hisab al-Jabr wal-Muqabala, an exceptional work on algebra which includes analytical solutions to linear and quadratic equations, which was translated into Latin in 1145, introduced algebra into Europe. Better known as a poet and philosopher, Omar Khayyam, who lived from 148 to 1133 CE, was also an astronomer and mathematician who wrote an excellent book on algebra. His work dealt mainly with geometric and algebraic solutions to equations. Now let's answer question 1. Read this article. Write the names of all the different mathematicians mentioned in the text. The article mentions 4 different mathematicians: Musa al-Khwarizmi, An-Nasawi, Nasruddin Tusi, Umar Khayyam. Which one of these mathematicians do you find most impressive? Why? This is up to you. Question 2. Read the article again and decide whether these statements are true or false. Musa al-Khwarizmi helped people to understand Greek and Hindu mathematics. True. Musa al-Khwarizmi wanted people to use Arabic numerals. False. He wanted people to use Hindu numbers. The sexagesimal system is based on the number 10. False. It's based on the number 60. Or we can say the decimal system is based on the number 10. Arab mathematicians found out about zero from European mathematicians. False. The Europeans found out from the Arabs. Algebra was introduced to the Europeans through the writings of Umar Khayyam. False. Through the writings of al-Khwarizmi. Question 3. Match these words from the article with their meanings. Authority. A book or person that has reliable knowledge or information. Concise. Short and clear. Comprehensible. Possible to understand. Differentiate. To show the differences between. Solution. The answer to a mathematical problem. Question 4. Complete these sentences with one word from the article. Arithmetic and algebra are 2 different branches of mathematics. Arithmetic is about adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. Fractions was one idea which An-Nasawi explained in Al-Mughni في الحساب الهندي. Arabic numerals included 0 for the first time. Question 5. In your opinion, What's the importance of mathematics in the 21st century? Now let's move on to vocabulary. Complete the gaps in these texts with words derived from the words in brackets. My brother is talented in many different ways. رح نختار شكل الصفة. He's a. بعد a وقبل الاسم بيجي صفة. Mathematical genius, but also has great. بين الصفة والاسم بيجي صفة. Musical ability. The whole family was. طبعا هون عم نوصف العائلة فبنستخدم صفة. Astonished when he won the first prize in a competition for young composers. My sister was never. دائما بنقول able to do, paint or draw well until a new and very. بين الصفة والاسم بيجي صفة. Skillful teacher arrived at the school. Since then, my sister's progress has been amazing. بعد has been بيجي فعل. And art has grown in popularity throughout the school. بعد in رح يجي اسم. Question 2. Choose the correct preposition in these conversations. Are you good at math? دائما بنقول good at. I'm quite good, but I can't do calculations in my head very quickly. طبعا العملية الحسابية بتتم داخل العقل وليس على العقل. When did Omar Khayyam live? لما منحدد من مدة لمدة بنستخدم from to. From 1048 to 1133. Your brother is a brilliant musician, isn't he? Yes, he showed a musical ability at a very early age. دائما بنقول at early age. In fact, he learned to play complicated music on the piano when he was only 5 years old. Now let's move on to grammar. Adding information. Question 1. Complete this story using the ing form of verbs from this list. Apologize. Expect. Feel. Leave. Plan. Think. Wait. I left the office at midday, planning to meet my friend Mazen for lunch. I arrived at our usual meeting place and waited, expecting my friend to arrive at any minute. After about half an hour, I began to worry, thinking that Mazen might have been involved in an accident. I tried ringing him several times, eventually leaving a message on his answering machine. After waiting for nearly an hour, I decided that Mazen wasn't going to come, so I went back to work. I sat down at my desk, feeling very hungry because I hadn't had any lunch. Then my phone rang. It was Mazen, apologizing for having missed lunch. My fees were correct. He had had a car accident and he was phoning from the hospital. Question 2. Rewrite the following as single sentences using a verb in the ing form. An Indian man correctly calculated the square root of a 6-digit number. He took 1 minute, 3.8 seconds. رح ندور على نهاية الجملة، نشيل النقطة، نشيل الفعل الأساسي ونضيف له ing، فبتصير الجملة An Indian man correctly calculated the square root of a 6-digit number, taking 1 minute, 3.8 seconds. An American holds the world record for sending a text message. He typed a text of 160 letters on his mobile phone in less than a minute. مندور على النقطة بنهاية الجملة الأولى، نختار الفعل ونحط له ing مع حذف الفاعل، فبتصير الجملة An American holds the world record for sending a text message, typing a text of 160 letters on his mobile phone in less than a minute. A 38-year-old German set a unicycle speed record for 100 meters. He traveled this distance in 12.11 seconds. طبعا بنهاية الجملة الأولى بنحط فاصلة، بنحذف الفاعل، بنحط الفعل مع ing، فبتصير الجملة A 38-year-old German set a unicycle speed record for 100 meters, traveling this distance in 12.11 seconds. In December 1998, a young British man broke the record for the most books balanced on the head. To do this, he used the skills he had developed as a builder. We can say, in December 1998, a young British man broke the record for the most books balanced on the head. طبعا هون في عنا جملة إضافية ما لازمة فبنقدر نحذفها. Using skills he had developed as a builder. He actually succeeded in carrying 62 books. The books weighed 98.4 kilograms. بنهاية الجملة الأولى نحذف النقطة، نحذف الفاعل، نضيف فاصلة ونحط ing للفعل الأساسي. He actually succeeded in carrying 62 books, weighing 98.4 kilograms. An Indian man broke the world record for motionlessness. He stood still for 20 hours, 10 minutes and 6 seconds in August 1997. An Indian man broke the world record for motionlessness, standing still for 20 hours, 10 minutes and 6 seconds in August 1997. Now let's move on to writing. Writing a set of instructions. Question 1. The instructions below are written in the wrong order. Number the paragraphs A to G in the correct order, 1 to 7. How to make a wide-brimmed hat. طبعا رح أقرأهم أنا بالترتيب. 1. C. First. طبعا عرفنا أنه هي أول من كلمة first. First, collect together all the materials you will need. These are a tape measure, a pencil, a ruler, a pair of scissors, a roll of sticky tape, a large piece of card, about 60 centimeters square, and a smaller piece of card, about 10 centimeters to 65 centimeters. F. Measure your head with the tape measure. Then, measure the smaller piece of card to the same size. Stick one end of the card to the other end. This is the head part of the hat. بعد ما نكون حضرنا المواد منبلش نقيس. B. Very gently stick the head part of the hat to the middle of the large piece of card. Don't stick it too firmly. Draw a circle around it. Then detach the head part and put it away until later. G. Use the ruler and pencil to draw a second circle 15 centimeters outside the first circle. Now, use the ruler and pencil to make marks 2 centimeters inside the small circle. To draw an even smaller circle, join the marks together. Now you have 3 circles. E. Cut out the biggest circle and the smallest circle. Cut little tabs around the edge of the remaining circle. Pull the tabs up. Place the head part on top of the first circle you drew. Fold and stick the tabs inside it. Well done! You've finished. Now you have a wide-brimmed hat. Question 2. Read the instructions again carefully and answer these questions. Which words in the text gave you clues about how to order the paragraphs? Give examples. الكلمات اللي كانت معلمة باللون الأخضر ضمن النص هي الكلمات اللي ساعدتنا بالترتيب. In what form are most of the instructing verbs? The imperative. How does the writer tell the reader not to do something? By using the negative, don't. In which paragraph does the writer congratulate the reader? Why? In paragraph D, because the task is finished. Question 3. Write your own set of instructions for a simple activity. Write 120 to 150 words. Use an idea of your own or one of these ideas. How to make tea. How to send the same email to several people. How to transfer a photograph from a camera to a computer and then print it. How to ride a bicycle. How to use a dictionary. Use instructing verbs to tell readers what to do and what not to do. Add any other information you think the reader will find useful. That's everything for today. Thanks for your time. See you next lesson, inshallah.